Morning, everyone.
Good morning.
I really just wanted to stand up here and thank all of you, the entire church, for your love and support during our hard time with Dad. Really, even over the last year, I know many of you have prayed for him, and we really appreciate it. And I appreciate all those who showed up at the funeral. It meant a lot to us, and all of you even who couldn't. I appreciate everything you folks have done for us as a family, and I thank you all. I wanted to introduce my Aunt Doris, but Bob already did that. And so now I'm going to tell you all a little Tyler story. Tyler, the 9-year-old young gentleman who attends our church, not here today.
John's nephew.
Yes.
Great.
Yes.
Great nephew. He's pretty great too.
So we had a little miracle in the family. My father has, for those of you who went to the funeral, you heard a lot of his life story. And a lot of people stood up to great things about my dad. But he's had a little bit of a problem with the church, God, and Jesus over time. Largely because he felt like there was a lot of scamming preachers ripping him off. And in a way, he was right. There are plenty of those.
Amen.
So it was last Wednesday, a week and a half ago, Wednesday night, that the doctor had told us, Doug, there's nothing more we can do for your dad. I recommend you take him to hospice. So we did that Wednesday evening. Thursday, I sat with him all morning. And Thursday at noon, I was a little hungry. And I wanted to just get something quick, so I ran out to McDonald's, which I didn't know what to do. Got a chicken sandwich and an iced tea. And I'm sitting about, say, where Melissa is and where Susan is. There was a woman, 80 years old, wearing all white, and a little logo that said Hope Lutheran. And I was eating my sandwich, and I just made some conversation, and asked, so you attend Hope Lutheran? And she says, well, not really. She says, I actually coach pastors, and I work with 8 different churches, and I try to help the pastors stay on track. And I said, well, gee, that's wonderful. I think that's great. And I had gobbled down my sandwich, and I'm like, I need to get going. My father's in hospice. But I asked, would you please pray for my dad, because he's in hospice right now. And she wouldn't let me go. She jumped over in the chair next to me and grabbed my hands. And she said, we're going to pray right now. And so we prayed. She prayed, and I just held her hands. And she stopped cold in the middle of it. And she said, Doug, the Holy Spirit's telling me that you cannot witness to your father, your mother cannot witness to your father, your family can't witness to your father. He wants you to send a child, and it should be a boy, and I think he's from your congregation, and I think he's going to be a pastor, and you should pray for that boy as much as you pray for your father. And I'm thinking, this sounds crazy, but that lady couldn't make that up if she tried. I mean, you just couldn't come up with that. And so I called Bob. I actually came over here and saw Bob and told Bob the story. Bob said, Tyler. And I said, well, yeah, I was thinking the same thing. And I said, but Bob, we can't impose on him to do that. My sister said, Doug, that's crazy. It'll traumatize the child. And Bob says, baloney. He's like, this is important. We're going to do it. And so Bob was kind enough, and Tyler's parents allowed him to come and do that, and Bob brought him over, and he went in and sat next to my dad and said, Mr. Tom, Jesus told me to come talk to you, and he wants you to accept him into your heart. And Dad said, okay. And then Tyler said, you can go home to him now, and Dad said, well, I'm not sure about that. But at least Dad gave him the okay. And so I thought that was an absolute wonderful thing. So I wanted to share that with all
Wow,
of you.
amen.
Wow.
Yes.
So, yeah, it really was. So thank you all. I'll get up and talk more later.